Alright, in this video I will show you how to write code using real-time method using Systick Timer. So first of all, you go to the pinout view. So set the PA1 as input, PA4 as input, and then PB0 as input. Then set PA5, PA6, PA7, and then PB6 as output. That's all for the LEDs. And then for the segments, we need to set PA8, PA9, and PB5 as output. Okay, then we go to the system view, right? Ensure that your PA5 push full, but PA6, PA7, and last one PB6 should be open range. Eh? Oh, of course, that one. Then generate code. Oh, sorry. Then we go to the because I'm going to use a timer for the interrupt for the to display the 7 then I set it activate, then go to the parameter setting, then I set this one to because of the frequency is 16, right? 16 meg for the APP timer, 16 meg. So go to the nucleo, set the TD to time delay to 5 milliseconds, a time to sequence the display, and then frequency to 16 meg, and then PS set to 16, right? 160, then PR you got 50, right? Just key in this one and this one, 3, then you got 500. So now we go to the prescaler set to 160, and so count up, then counter period 500 minus 1, no division, and then enable. Then go to the MBIC and tick to enable. After that, generate code. Okay, once you generate code, then you go to the driver. So we're going to use user tick, right? Then we need to use the multi-learning, LED and switches, and multi-learning, and move it. But then without pressing the control, move your source or .c to source, right? Then after that, then we go to the include, then type in include the user tick, include the serial, not serial, the multi-segment, and then we include the LED and switches. Okay, all that three. Okay, next we go to the problem. So we have a problem here. So open power up, the patterns flash like this. Open power up. So this is I set it to state 0. So in state 1, when you press button, then we display display this one, the pattern. Then the 7 display will display the 0. Display 0. That means when you press it, then it will clear. Whatever it is. If S2 is pressed, then the left will flash this one. Alright, so all this pattern at 200 milliseconds, and then segment will display the previous number. Previous number. That mean whatever the number previously, then it still is remain, and then the LED flasher, the pattern of the LED flashes a pattern of 111. The 7 display the same if you defrace the push button or release it. If S3 is pressed continuously, then let me display this one, the pattern, at 100 milliseconds, and then 7 will display number that increase to 50. So you count up from 0 to 50, and then add and reset to 0, and increase again continuously. That if S3 is refreshed, the LED pressure pattern of 111. So this actually about the same with this, right? About the same with this. Okay, so it goes there. Okay, all right. So go to the code. So here I'm using the, okay, so I'm using the second technique using Systick. So I set Systick 0. I need one only. Okay, I need one only. Okay, so whatever it is, I need to set 2. Then okay, you can use the Systick Timer to update your display if you like. So you just type if get Systick and then number 0, then the gap each 4 millisecond, then you call display segment. That's all. Right, then the second one, then you have if get Systick, okay, number 1, then a gap of 10, right, gap of 10, then you start your code, right, start your code here. Okay, of course you have number of state missing, right, state. So I use st 0, right, state 0. Then we have case, number of case, we have case 0 or state 0, break. Then copy all that, copy, copy, then place, then place. Yeah, so you have state 0, open started. Case 1 when press button 1. Case 2 when you press and hold push button 2. Then this one state 3 when you press and hold push button 4. All right, button 3, sorry. Okay, so we have state 0 here. So I place a state here. I can use int8 for that. Right, so started it is state 0. Then state 1 I put it to any other number, say 10. Right. Then we have count. Because the number is count up from 0 up to 500, I can use int8. uint8. uint8 underscore t for the count, cnt. I set it to 0. Right. So open started, then we check if or open jump to the to mode 0. Okay, if st1 is not equal to st0, then we can what, can set, right, the let's display. Okay, sorry, first copy this one before you forget it. Then we send let's display, right, display all one, so that one is 15. Okay, 15. And then because this is the first time it's happened, this time it's happened, right, because this is the first time it's happened, then we need to display, we need to display. So display multiplex, right, multiplex the number. What number is that? Count. But remember the count is in uint8, so we need to change it or typecasting it to uint, right, uint16. Okay, multiplex it. That's all for the code for the first one. Okay, copy. Okay, so this one, if I compile it and I run it, right, if I run it, okay, then you see after the program is flashed into the controller, then you see all the LED on, okay, all the LED on and the display 0, right, all the display is 0. Okay, all right, then we go back to So that is the first one. The second one is if you press the okay, so in the first one, you will allow the code to be changed. So you need to have if, okay, you type in SW1 equals SW0. SW0 is equal to get switches. Okay, oh sorry, get switches. Okay, so from here then you can make use of that switch. So before that, copy this one, go up there and type uint8_t, then place, and I always set SW0 to 0 just to trick the processor that before that it is 0, right? Because it can be anything, yeah, but and that is being copied into SW1. All right, next we check if SW1 is equal to 0 if before it's not pressed, and now SW1 is SW0 is equal to 0 1, so we change, now we change the state, state 0 we change to 1. So later after this it will come here and doing this, right? Okay, next we have another one. We have another 3 actually, and then if now before 0, then SW2 equal to 2, then we jump to S2, right? State 2. Same with this, if the switch now the S3 is being pressed 4, so if we jump to state 3. Okay, all that put else, okay, because there is one solution, right? There is one solution for it, so you put else there. All right, so you got it already. So this is a code for that. So you press now, you jump to state 1, state 2, and state 3. Okay, in state 1, open pop up blah 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 77 display 0. Okay, we did it already. And then it said when it's flash momentary, it will flash a pattern, this pattern at 300 millisecond interval, and the segments will display 0. Okay, must display 0, right? In other words, whatever the segment before, it must display flash 0. Okay, so now we go here. So again, it's about the same. So I copy this one. Okay, I copy this one. So in this case now, we need the array to keep this 300 millisecond. Later I discuss it. Okay, so when it comes here, first the count must be, the display is not need here. So we have some sort like count. We set it to 0. Then we set index, right? Index, because now it's case 1. Then I put index 1. All right, and then it will terminate, right? Then it will terminate. So that is the first one. Okay, that first one, that being okay. Okay, so next, okay, this is the first one. So when it's open, then count will be 0, and then we clear the count, right? So this one will multiplex, so we see 0 at the output, index equal to 0. So we have index here, copy the index and place this on top here. Okay, you can put it here, right? So I put it here. So we have index 0. So int8_t index 0 1, sorry. Then we have constant. We have uint8_t. Then we have array 1, right? Then we put 1, 2, 4, 8, right? We have 4 data there. Okay, so this is data. So when it's happen, then we jump to the state. Then it will display the, okay, if I place it like this, Okay, then if we did start display, large display, what it will be display, it will display whatever in array 1 that pointing by index 1. Okay, that pointing by index 1. Okay, then after that it will multiplex. Okay, and then when it's happen, right, we need to know, because of the time share is 300 milliseconds, so we need to have a loop. So we can write down like if plus plus a loop, right? So remember the loop should be set to 0 here too. So we have I name it a loop 1. I place it here. Okay, and then if the loop plus plus is greater than, because the number started with 0, then for 30 it is 29 actually, greater than 29, right? Or you can write down equal 30, right? Equal 30. Okay, 30. If you put equal than 30, is not correct. It's 31. So no problem. So I place 29 here. Then the loop we set again to 0, right? Because it's only one loop. And then we increase the, if we increase the index 1, right, plus, if that greater than, we have 3, we have 4, so 3, then we set index 1 to 0 again, and then copy this one, right, and place it here. Okay, remember in this case the display is not changing, it's always display 0, so no need for us to handle it. Okay, so after that, then we check the push button. Okay, because we are in the state 0, state 1, so no need for us to check this, right? We just need to check this because we are in state 2. Okay, so I put it there, or I just delete it, right? Better I delete it. Okay, so this one, I not setting yet loop 1, so I define it here, right? Because the loop is about 30 and something, I can place it as int1. Control B, compile, and then now I run it. You see, when I run it, okay, now I press the button. You see, right? It display the number. If the previous number, say the previous number count here, I put it to 20, say, Control B, then I run it again. Now when I press a button, the first one is display 20. When I press a button, then it will clear the display to 0, right? Because here saying that we display 0, right? We display 0. So I changed it already there. Okay. Okay, the second problem that we have is about same as this. So I copy this, I place it here, right? So display now I change it to 2, index I change to 2, and then all others, okay, this one 2, this one index 2, right? So now I need to have the data here, new data. I need to have data like, array 2, the data start with 2, then 3, then it becomes 7, then it becomes 15, then it become 15 minus 1, 14, then it become 12, then it become what? Become 12, 15 minus, okay, the first one 15 minus 1, 4, 14, minus 2, minus 3, yeah, minus 3, 12, then minus 6, minus 6, so it's 8. Okay, all right, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 data. Then we need to have 2 index 1, index 2 and loop 2, right? Now we go here, so no need for us to change the count because we not display the count, right? I close this one. Remember in this it said the 7 remain the same, right? Remain the same. Sorry, this one, we display the previous number. So I mean if the previous one is still 1, right? So continuously an interval of 20. All right, so as I told you, it's about the same like this. Copy this one, right, and place it here. Okay, I take this one out because you don't like it. We don't need it. Okay, so now we have loop 2, index 2, index 2, then area 2, index 2. Okay, now come back to, okay, this one is 19, right? Okay, then if greater than 6, because we have 7 data. Okay, oh sorry, this one is continuously, continuously. Okay, so I mean, okay, continuously, right? So when you press it, okay, press it, you jump in it, and then it wait, you wait until you release the button. So here we can see that we can write this code and place it here, right? And then we see that if SW not and SW, then right. So if SW not equal to 2 and now become 0, right? Oh, you can see that very simple one. No need for you to check it. Just read it. Okay, sorry. Okay, just check it like this. Okay, so if you release SW not, it becomes 0. Then that if in this state, then it changes to state 0. Okay, so in this state 0, then it will display 77 will display 0. Okay, we display 0. Okay, all right. Okay, next. Okay, now I compile it. I run it. Play button. Then I release. Press again. Step 1. Now I press. Now it return to step 0 again. Right. Okay. This one is step 1. Okay. This one is step 2. Now I release. Then it become, okay. It said that remain the same. It's same. So I press button. I change this one to 10. Look, Control B. I run. Okay, this one places a button. Then 77 display the same. Okay, if you release it. Okay, now I download it already. Once it is download, then you see that number 10. I press button 2. I release it. Same, But if I press this one, then become 0. I release, it's also 0. It's remain the same. It remain the same. Okay, right. So that one we complete completed already. With that one means we completed already the second one. Now we go to the third one. Okay, the third one, of course, the code is almost the same. So we need to have first, we need to have index 3 and loop 3. Then we need to have a data for the, I take this one because it's easier. I want to have array 3. So array 3, which is the first one, 3. The third one is, okay, 6 in middle one, and then the last one is 12. Right, 3, 6, 12. Okay, so I say the code is almost identical to this, almost identical to this. So what you need to do, just copy this one all, place it here, right? Then change this one to index 3, index loop 3, index 3, index 3. Okay. So when you press the button, when you press the button, continuously. So it said that at 100 millisecond. Okay. At 100 millisecond, that means this one is 9. Okay. This one is loop 3 now. Loop 3. Wait, this one is index 3. If greater than 2, because we have 2, so index 3 becomes 0, index 3. And then each time then we update the index. Okay. In the same time, then we increase the loop at the counter. We increase the count. So we can type if plus plus cnt is greater than 50, right? Then count equal 0. Then we need to multiply it, right? So we need to multiply it. So we multiply it here. We multiply the segment here. Okay. So we need to multiply this here. Okay. So what you see then, when you press a button, jump to set 2, set 3, sorry, case 3, then the index is set to 0, loop to 0, and display whatever. Then it repeatedly at 100 millisecond, then we added the index display whatever pointed by the index, and then increase the count, then display the count, and then update the count. All right, then for this one now we have if Swiss we get as not we release it, when we release it. Okay, so we look at this. If the string is the let traces and pattern 1 1 same, but now the display the same. We cannot display. We cannot change the display. Okay, so what I can do here, what you can do here. Okay, so you trick it a bit. So when it jumps here, then we not come to this, right? We not come to this because here, okay, no need. Yeah, all right. So the count still the same. Okay, no need. Okay, so just with Control B. Now I run it. All right, this is the first one. You see 0. Okay, then I press button 1. Now I press button 2. When I release it, okay. Now I press button 3. All right, the count up. All right, until 50. Then I release it. All right, I press again. I release it. All right. Okay. So if I press, right. Now if I press 0, then it will clear it. Right, clear it to 0. Okay. So that's all the code. Very simple. You can see it. It's really simple, right? So here we use a cut the centimeter, right? 10 millisecond. Okay, now the last one. If you don't want to use this, okay, you can close this one. No need for you to use, because we have set the timer before. Remember, the timer should be set, the parameters should be set like this, 160, 500, because we have calculated it, right, previously, right? Okay, then remember to enable the NBIC. Okay, so go to the driver, go to hall driver, source, find out theme, here the theme, and then go to window, show view, align it. So from here you find out the hall theme period elapsed. So remember to get the not the half, right, but the full. Click it, copy this one, and then move to your main, right, and place it in your place it here in your code begin, right, enter. So actually, if you run it, right, if you just put display segment, that means each 5 millisecond, then it will out, then we will call this function, right, call this function. But if you like, you can add the code st instance, right, instance is equal to theme 11. Remember, you are using it. Okay, so it means that, okay, if the timer 11 out or interrupted, then we call the display, right, is what it means. Control B, I run again, the last, so we see it again. So you see the display. In fact, the display nicer, right? You see the right? Oh, okay. What is something wrong to the display? Okay, right. Is something wrong here because of I'm not start the timer here. Right? We need to all team underscore start IT, all team underscore all underscore. This, yeah, underscore start IT. So we have IT, yeah. Okay. So remember to enable the timer. Okay. Run. Then you see now. Okay, now I press this one. Right. So you see, be this way. Okay. All right. So if you make it faster, right? So you can see it nicer. The one that I can see here nicer, but over there, if you look at it, it's places, right? It's placing. Okay, so what you can do is increase the speed, right? Change this one to 4 millisecond, right? So this is 400. Okay, control generate code. Then run. Okay, now look at the, okay, it's almost identical. Okay, okay, before I stop the video, so please look at the LED and switches. Okay, first of all, this one should be F4 exact because we are using F4. Comment this one, these two should be comment because we use active low and switches and LED. Then for the port, right, A1, A4, B0, and then A5, A6, A7, B6, right? So that is for the LED. Okay, so ensure that that one being set correctly. Okay, so bye bye.